Oh my god, this draft. I just nutted. Oh my god, this draft is so good. Oh, this draft is so good. Cool, so if I'm C900 Thieves, let's set some expectations for this one. I just watched CSMTL. What are my expectations for draft? So Hecarim, the strongest champs in this specified look like Hecarim, Tristana, TF, which was banned a lot, so I'll put TF here. What was winning most games? Hecarim, Tristana, Nautilus. These champs seems like the strongest champs in the series. Seraphine was pretty shit. Renekton Gnar matchup and TF. So these are the champions I'd be looking at if I'm 100 Thieves C9, saying like, holy shit, these champs looked like the strongest in best of fives. Rel was permabanned, Alistar was permabanned, Kai'Sa was permabanned. You have like Azir as well. Sure. So those are probably going to be these are the most contested. These are probably banned out. This is probably how it's going to go. This is the one series where I can tell you I have not watched a single game in this series. I was so tired from the shoot on Saturday that I honestly went to sleep at like fucking 10 o'clock. Cool, so let's see our expectations. Tristana, Hecarim, banned. Cool, good bans from red side. Gnar banned on blue side. Rel banned. So what have we got? This is out. I'm expecting some kind of Alistar ban then perhaps. Okay, Udyr ban. Udyr was actually really successful. Yeah, we forgot about Udyr. Udyr was doing pretty well. So what have we got left? What's left now in our OP list? With Hecarim being down and Udyr being down, the jungle pool is limited. So we're going to say Lilia and Nidalee. We should expect these champs as well. The A tier champs to come out. Cool, so if I was 100 Thieves, I would ban away probably Renekton. Makes the most sense, because TF's open as well. I mean, you could give them Renekton, and then pick TF yourselves. Go TF Nidalee, and then pick... You know, there's not really any counters to Renekton to the point where you're winning the top side enough for it to make sense. This is dogshit ban. This ban does nothing. I mean, actually, Blabber has been a really good Olaf, right? So it makes sense, but I think this is still a bad ban. I think I would have banned Renekton. You can see their plan already. So Renekton's gonna get picked here for sure. So Renekton's banned. So now you have Lilia and Nidalee for jungle, which is super good. Oh my god, this pick is so OP. Oh my god, it's actually more broken than I thought. So I'll tell you why this is OP. Okay, so Renekton, TF. And the only junglers that are open are Lilia, Nidalee. So what did they do? Well, 100 Thieves first banned Hecarim. And from what we know, Hecarim, Udyr are the best junglers right now, next to Nidalee and then Lilia. Cool. But Renekton, as a champ, functions with AP junglers only. And Udyr, maybe. We'll say Udyr as well. So when the Hecarim ban came out, what they're doing here, what C9's actually doing here, is they're banning Udyr last. Because now they know the double AP junglers are up. And they'll first pick Renekton and get one AP jungler no matter what, because there's two open. So if they pick Nidalee or Renekton, they should Lilia, they should pick the other. Now, it's going to look really disgusting if I'm wrong here, but I think this is what their plan is. And if they were to ban out Renekton, they would probably first pick Olaf, yeah. Or they would probably first pick... They'd either first pick Nidalee, Olaf, or Alistar. I'm guessing that would be their first picks. TF, I think, should be picked up by someone, though. But I think they would have first picked Olaf, but now they know they have to ban Olaf, so now they pick Renekton. And I'm guessing they're going to pick an AP jungle, and they're going to run a double AD mid-comp. I think this is their plan. It's actually a really good plan. I would respond with TF 100%. I would just go TF Nidalee. Deny the strongest AP jungler. Okay. Nidalee's a good pick, though. It stops Renekton Nidalee. They're going to pick Lilia. I think they're going to pick bot lane on 4-5 as well. They're probably just going to go jungle solo lane. I think jungle solo lane makes the most sense. There's no point in picking bot lane. Lilia, yeah, cool. Thank God it doesn't look like I'm stupid. Yeah, Ezreal. Yeah, sure. Oh, they're going to pick an AD. So you need to ban Irelia for sure. Please ban Irelia. GP into Renekton makes sense. The problem is you've drafted yourselves into a hole here. You've drafted yourselves into a hole. You have Nidalee GP. This is terrible. Oh, this Senna pick also makes the draft so awkward. Why did they pick Senna 1-2? This makes the draft so fucking awkward. When... Okay, quick rule of thumb. Any coaches out there coaching any professional team, when this happens, the draft is all topside. It's Nidalee, it's TF, it's top lane on 3, it's fucking counter pick mid, and it's Lilia. This is what happens in the drafts in every good region. Maybe LCK as well, if Renekton first pick comes out. Lucian, Irelia, yeah, sure. What does he have left? He has Jace, Yone, Yasuo. Probably not this one, so it's one of these two he's gonna pick. They're banning out these champs to stop the AD mids coming out. So what are they going to pick on 4? They're probably going to pick their supportive champ, right? They're going to pick whatever they pick with Senna here. Oh, they banned Tam Kench. Sukamucho. Don't you dare pick Set. Don't you fucking dare pick Set. There's no way you're picking a Set into Ezreal, Lilia, Renekton. I refuse to believe that's going to happen here. Nope. It's Set into Ezreal, Lilia, Renekton. How does he play? Guys, I'm a Set OTP in jungle. So I'm not going to speak too much about how the lane goes. But if I'm playing... If my coach says pick Set here into these 3 champs, I say no. That's my answer, no. I'm not picking Set into Ezreal, Lilia, Renekton. Are you crazy? Yeah, Yone. What do they pick support here? I think a range support's not bad. Okay, Leona's actually really good too. Holy shit. Oh my god, this draft. I just nutted. Oh my god, this draft is so good. Oh, this draft is so good. It would be better with Nidalee. It would be better with Nidalee. But still, this draft is so fucking good, man. I would not pick Senna. And if I was forced to pick something on 4, I would not pick Set. I would pick... I think Nautilus is fine against their champs. Actually gives you something of engage with GP. Cho'Gath, Sion could be fine too. Even though it's more G2 tech, I think these champs could be fine. C9 draft's good. It's so good. You have hard winning topside. You have a neutralized bot, which actually pushes. And you have Yone, Leona. Oh my god, man. If one person has no flash, you know the boys are coming, right? Yeah, perfect. I like this draft a lot by C9. I think this draft could have been min-max in a way. I think the way that this draft would be better is if they had Nidalee here. So if they picked Lilia, and if they banned Yone, you could pick Lucian. I think this draft, this is the way you optimize draft. But obviously 100 Thieves is not going to grief it. 100 Thieves has a brain. We're going to pick Nidalee away and we're going to ban Lucian. Give them Yone. If you're G2 or C9 and you're playing blind pick, you would pick Renekton. This is the blind pick comp. This is the most OP comp in the meta right now. Blind pick. Nidalee. Lucian. Tristana. Rel. Dash. Dash Leona. This is the most OP blind pick comp in the game. They got 1. They got Lilia, so it's fine. They got... what's it called? They got Yone, so it's fine. So these kind of work too. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Tristana's banned. So Ezreal neutralizes the lane. Makes sense. So their draft is pretty much... Yeah, pretty much Exodia. If I'm going into game 2 now, let's some more expectations. I'm going to game 2. I would ban Renekton. 100% take Renekton out. I would choose blue side. I would first pick a jungle. And I'd early rotate Leona and Nautilus. This is what I would do. This is the best thing you can do. They did not ban Renekton. Okay, C9 banned Renekton. So that frees up a ban for them, which is kind of nice. Pick blue side is good. I would early rotate the support as well. So they pick Udyr. Cool. This is very strong jungle. Let's run through our OPs again. So we have Tristana, which is banned. Renekton's banned. Hecarim's banned. Rel's banned. Seraphine's banned. So our OPs are TF. Junglers. Thresh, which we saw picked. Leona, which is kind of strong. Alistar, which are the supports. Then you have Renekton's banned. You have Gnar, TP, which could be traded off. Slash tanks. And then you have Aphelios with Thresh. And you have Xayah. You have Kai'Sa. So you have a lot of options open, basically. That's what I'm trying to get a point. You have Nidalee open as well. So they go Olaf. Cool. Orianna. Okay. 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 I'm not a fan of this. I think Aphelios is always better. Okay, I'm guessing they should pick Nautilus here. Obviously. I think Nautilus is the best pick here. Because they have Thresh, Jinx. Pick Nautilus. Gives you a lot of agency in fights. Leona would be a bit bad, I think. But it would be okay. But I think Nautilus is the best. And then they're probably going to ban out the ADs. The fuck? Where did that come from? Sion? Jesus. Okay, well, that's a curveball. Okay, see, I don't hate it because it mixes up the draft a lot. Okay, they ban out Nautilus now. Cool. I mean, this is not a bad pick. It gives frontline, and you're investing in a weak side top here. I'm just worried about what your bot lane's going to play now. Are you going to pick Blitzcrank? Kalista ban? Okay. What could they play with Kalista? They could play... Okay, this makes sense. So I think what this did... They were scared of Nautilus into Thresh, and this Kalista ban actually stops Alistar. I think the only thing they could pick into Jinx is Kalista Alistar. I still think Alistar or Leona is going to be picked anyway. So this Kalista ban doesn't do much. I think Kalista Leona is not as strong. So I think I would have spanned Alistar. Because they have Alistar Orianna, right? So that ban is like, it's 2 5-head. It's just unnecessary. Okay, they're going to go Senna, looks like. What do you pick with Senna here? I think Set is pretty rough. Doesn't make too much sense to run Set with these two. You should pick Control Mage. So I think Azir Orianna, yeah, good. And then Aatrox is good. Aatrox counter Sion, very standard. Counters, yeah, it wins lane and it outscales, but Sion's better in fights. And Aatrox doesn't really have much to work with in this draft. Doesn't have like a Leona or anything like this. But yeah, not surprised. Control Mage Aatrox, it's very standard. Okay, I think C9 kind of fucked themselves there if you're flexing Sion. Because if, let's say you're flexing Sion, okay? And you want them to pick Aatrox into Sion, well, Camille counters Aatrox and so does Gnar. So either these bans were to bait out that it's Sion top. Or what do you pick last? I mean, Gragas, yeah, it's a good pick. It's a double flex, you know? Both of them could go bot lane. What else could you pick? Yeah, it's a double flex. I think it's a Gragas angle. It's probably the best pick. I think Set is trash. Cho'Gath is not great into trash. Gragas gives you good wave clear. Please don't pick Set. Oh, Tahm Kench. I'm so stupid. What the fuck? Tahm Kench is open into trash. Oh my god, it's a mega pick. I think both top sides are pretty even, to be honest. You have like a winning top and a semi-winning jungle and a semi-winning mid. So I think, okay, I think the 100 Thieves top side is winning. And you have Jinx Trash into Senna Tahm. I think these drafts are pretty even, you know? I don't think there's a winner. I think this is just a 50-50. Like, for example, this lane neutralizes every lane. It gets pushed in, but it has decent kill pressure. So I think both of this bot lane matchup is nullified. So you can't really take into account bot lane here. There's nothing to say. But I think Azir into Orianna with Udyr. Well, I think Orianna Olaf wins against Azir level 6, probably. So I think this mid jungle is stronger, but individually, you have winning lanes individually. But like this 2v2 is better than this 2v2, and then this 2v2 is better than this 2v2. And then the 3v3, this is always better as well. Because especially level 6, this is much better than 3v3 around Herald. But they have winning lanes, so... yeah, I think this draft's pretty even. Okay, so let's see how the drafts progress. Cool, so I think C9 should ban Udyr, right? Or Renekton, probably one of the two. Because double AP jungles rep. So there's Lily and Nidalee up, so I think Renekton ban makes sense. Renekton ban. Okay, Nidalee ban. That's interesting. That's interesting. That makes 100 Thieves think. Because if they first pick Renekton now, they're going to take away Lilia. And if they take away Lilia, they're going to take away Renekton. Interesting. I think you just take Renekton no matter what, right? Or you take Udyr. So Renekton's been winning pretty much every game. They could go for Renekton Lilia. I mean, they ran in game 1. And they could go TF on 3. Would be a really hard winning draft, I think. Tristana's open. Ooh, I forgot about Tristana. Ooh, so what do you pick? Tristana Lilia? That makes a lot of sense. You could go Renekton on 3 now, or you can counter pick top. I like that more. I forgot about Tristana, actually. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Because they can't... I mean, they can pick Renekton. But it's not great with Udyr. Not that great. So you can see... Do you guys see how the game's working now with the AP 80 junglers? And why the draft is working like this? They want to pick 80 carry and kill the flex. Yeah, I'm not really understanding C9's plan here. I mean, Ezreal is good into Senna Tahm. Not really understanding C9's plan here. Okay, now that's a Karma flex into support and top. But I think Ezreal Karma is going into the Senna lane. So I think what C9's original plan was to pick Renekton. But because they picked Senna, they were either expecting Renekton Azir or something. Renekton Syndra. With Renekton. They were either expecting that and they were going to counter pick top with something like Gnar, maybe. Or they were expecting them to pick like top mid and then they would go Renekton themselves. But I think what they've done here is they see Senna Tahm, then they pick Ezreal, and they go Karma. So you have a winning pushing bot / flex from Karma. Okay. I'm starting to understand what they're doing here. But if you do this, I think your team comp needs frontline and Sion's banned. So you either go to Karma top or you pick some frontline. I mean, you could pick GP. Good into Senna Tahm, especially with Ezreal Karma. Or they could pick GP. I think GP pick here is not bad, but there's Chase. Okay, Cho'Gath. Okay, that's what you would pick. You would pick Cho'Gath, yeah. So they wanted to pick GP, but they know that they would be scared of Cho'Gath. That top. Okay, I don't really like C9's draft. Maybe this is something that's been working for them in scrims, but I don't want to comment on it too much. They could have had Renekton, Irelia, Yone with Tristana in bot lane. And you could have picked a range support anyway, right? Tristana, like the good counters to Tahm Kench, for example, are Lulu, Karma. Yumi is kind of fine, but it's not really meta. And then you have just range supports in general counter Tahm Kench. So I think you could have had Tristana. You could have had Renekton Lilia in the 1-2-3. And then what you could have done is you could have picked a range support no matter what, because they can't ban out range supports. And they can't ban out mids either. So you'd have Irelia, Yone, Jace, whatever you want in mid. This could have been a better comp, I think. Because what they're running here is very similar to what they're running as you would expect. So their plan wasn't much different from what we initially thought. But they misplayed this draft a bit. Don't like this draft at all. This draft, however, is pretty good. Senna, Tahm, Syndra, Udyr, Cho'Gath. Very meta, very decent. I think this draft's better. I think 100 Thieves has a better draft. C9 obviously won the game though. Quite quickly, it looks like. So yeah, interesting. That was pretty cool. I liked going through those drafts. You can see how the drafts kind of evolve as the game progresses, which is really cool to watch, I think. It was fun to go through these drafts. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You can see how the meta evolves into different comps and how the bands change them all. But yeah, I don't really like the set pick too much, but it's okay. It's fine. I think this champ seems to be playing a bit in LCK. I haven't watched LPL, so I can't comment on that, so yeah.